Transworld Radyo Umut Kadınları Global Direktörü Suzy Peck ile özel bir röportaj yaptık. Suzy Peck, dünyanın birçok yerindeki ihtiyacı olan kadınlara umut kadınlarının hizmetlerini ve kadınların hayatına nasıl dokunduklarını anlattı.
Well, hello and thank you for having me. It's a pleasure to be with you. Such an honor to be here. I love Turkey. This country is beautiful and the people are very warm and very loving. And thank you also for seeing the value in our ministry. It is really, I am biased, but it's a wonderful ministry that is reaching a lot of women around the world. And the beginning is very interesting. It started with a Brazilian woman when she was in Indonesia. And she saw a scene that impacted her. And she realized that women, they live behind darkness, and their minds are dark and their hearts are dark and their spiritual lives are dark as well. So she said, God, what can I do to change these lives? I don't have anything in my hand. And God told her, well, you don't, but you used to. You had a microphone. So she thought, yeah, so I could probably do a program for women that will change their lives. But before I do that, they need prayer, because prayer is the one thing that can change situations. In different parts of the world, we have the teams on the ground, and because of the radio programs and the prayer calendars, the different ministries we do, women get in touch with the teams on the ground and they look for help. When I was part of the Brazilian program, I received a lot of listeners' stories and people that would ask for help. To reach a woman is when she knows that she was seen, that she knows, she understands that she's valuable. She understands that she has strength in herself and that she's important in society. And when a woman understands that God loves her, and that love transforms her, she's reached. You know, and because we were just reading this morning out of Ephesians 3, and it says that when we know the depth of the love of Christ, when we are in the fullness of love of Christ, we understand God. You know, we have the fullness of God. So when a woman understands that love, which is very hard for a woman to understand and to receive, when a woman understands that, oh my goodness, it's so powerful, you know, and she's transformed and she's just a new person and she has strength for living. It's just beautiful. A lot of people say the radio will die, but in many countries technology is not that advanced. So the short waves or radio is still very powerful, very precious. So it's still working. It still carries the message. But if you think of radio transforms, you know, and podcasts, Spotify, all of those media, you know, that we're still using, they are still a form of radio. We still bring information. We still bring conversation. So I think that it never loses its power, you know. It's because it depends on the country and on the situation. People will still, if we run out of electricity, if you have a solar radio or battery run radio, you can still listen and be connected. So it's still very powerful, very relevant.
Yeah, amazing.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me, for this wonderful opportunity. And I just want to finish by talking to you, woman out there. If you're listening to us today, I want to make sure that you hear this wonderful message that God has for your heart. I know that sometimes we as women feel invisible. I'm sure that you have felt invisible at some point in life, and all of us do. But I want you to know that the God of the universe sees you. He saw you when He was creating you, and He smiled at you. He still smiles at you because you're beautiful creation. He loves you very much, and He has good plans for you. So remember, if you're going through difficult things, if your heart is broken, you can trust Jesus, because He heals the brokenhearted and binds up their wounds. And He sees you, cares for you. He takes the initiative to come after you. He talks to you. He hears you, and He heals you. So I just want you to know that you are loved. Thank you so much for being there with us today, and I hope you feel embraced by Him and embraced in His love. Thank you so much for this wonderful time together. It was
Thank you
wonderful.
again.
Thank
Nice to
you.
meet you
Nice
too
meeting
again.
you.